Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's continue with the second type of business organizations known as partnership. Alright, what is partnership? Partnership is one type of business organizations in Malaysia. The business exists when at least two persons agree to carry on a business in common with a view of profit. You must remember the main legal definition of partnership as stated under Section 3, Subsection 1 of the Partnership Act 1961. Please bear in mind that this is the statute used to govern a partnership agreement known as Partnership Act 1961. Based on Section 3, Subsection 1, partnership means the relation which subsists between persons carrying on a business in common with a view of profit. So, in your definition, you must include the relation. Relation here means the relationship which subsists between persons. Persons here, at least there must be two persons. Carrying on a business, there must be a business transactions in common with a view of profit. This is the main motive why we set up the partnership, to gain profit. Alright, next. You must know the characteristics of partnership. Basically, there are 5 characteristics of partnership, or also known as elements. First characteristic is there must be more than one person. Every partner is an agent to another. There must be an agreement to have a business in common. The main purpose is for a view of profit, and then no legal entity. You must remember this characteristic, and of course you need to explain one by one of the characteristics. Alright, under the first characteristic, partnership, in order for you to set up partnership, there must be more than one person. Person here includes individuals as well as corporate bodies. In other words, it is possible that one or more limited companies may be partners with individuals. I'll give you an example. Let's say Ali wants to form a partnership with ABC Sendirian Berhad private company, right? Whether that will constitute as a valid partnership? Yes, right? The answer is yes, because a person, referring to Ali can become a partner to corporate bodies, which is now is known as ABC Sendirian Berhad. Next characteristic, there must be an agreement to have business in common. Yes, you must prove there is a business transaction. Based on Section 2 of the Act, here referred to Partnership Act 1961. Business includes every trade, occupations or professions. For example, in order to set up a partnership firm, the business can be either a clinic, law firm, restaurant, cafe, and even for architecture firm. Next, there are two cases that you may compare. First case is Gulazam and Nur Zaman. So what happened in this case is that we need to determine whether their business can be constituted as partnership or not. In this case, Gulazam and Nur Zaman, the defendant and plaintiff, made an agreement to form a partnership to purchase, breed, and sell cattle. The defendant looked after the cattle and sells them. And later the plaintiff asked for the account to be disclosed, but the defendant has no account to be disclosed, thus the plaintiff sued the defendant. The issue to be determined here whether there was a partnership existed between them. And the court held that there was a partnership between them since the defendant looked after the cattle and sells them. In other words, there was transactions. There was a business transaction, buying and selling cattle. Alright. Next case is a Keith, Spicer, and Mansell and Bishop. You must contrast the first case with this case, whereby in this case Mansell and Bishop decided to open a restaurant, and the restaurant has not yet operated. Bishop ordered goods from plaintiff for the restaurant but did not pay for the goods. Plaintiff sued Mansell for the unpaid goods, stating that Mansell should be responsible for the conduct of Bishop because partnership exists between them. The third party here is Keith Spicer. Okay, the plaintiff, he said that there was a business existed between them because Mansell already ordered goods from him. However, the court held that there was no evidence that partnership existed between them since the business has not yet started. So in the second case here, there was no proof of buying and selling transactions, therefore there was no partnership. Next characteristic, the business is carried on with a view of profit. This is the main motive why we form a partnership, okay, in order to gain a profit. Charitable organizations, social clubs, and the like which do not have profit as their motive would not fall within the definitions. So if you set up a business but not for the purpose of profit, then your business is not categorized as partnership. And please bear in mind that the profit must be net profit. Next, you may refer to the case of Cox and Carlson. So what happened in this case, class? Carlson agreed to conduct theatre for Mills production. Under the agreement, Carlson was to receive 60% of the gross taking. I repeat, Carlson was to receive 60% of the gross taking of the theatre, while Mill received only 40%. During the theatre, the plaintiff was shot by the other actor, and she sought to make Carlson liable because she thought that Carlson and Mill were partners. Whether both parties here, Carlson and Mill, constituted as partners. Whether they were partners? The answer is no, because they were not sharing profits but sharing gross return. It mentioned in the facts of the case that both of them only shared gross taking. So, gross taking does not equal to net profit. Next, characteristic is each partner is an agent to another. Who is an agent? Agent can be defined as a person authorized by the principal to work or to perform tasks on his behalf. Under a partnership, when you join a firm or partnership, you will become an partner, and indirectly you will become an agent to another. For example, if A and B form a partnership, both are the agents and principals for their partnership business. So A will be liable for B's actions and vice versa. Meaning if A order goods from the third party but not pay for the goods, B will also be liable. Okay, B will be liable, Right. Next, the last characteristic of partnership is not separate legal entity. What does it mean by separate legal entity? Separate legal entity is in the event that your business suffered bankrupt and you need to pay to the bank. Okay, when you have this effect of separate legal entity, you are not allowed to participate in the loan, okay, to pay for the bank. But under partnership, it is known as single entity, so it is not separate legal entity. Any actions brought against the firm is an action brought against all partners. Okay, in the events of bankruptcy of the partnership, your firm has a lot of debts, then you must contribute equally. Okay, all partners must contribute equally. But if the plaintiff sues their partners in the firm, it is like suing the partners individually because there is no separate legal entity. Partnership is a single entity. Okay, next I will continue with the formation of partnership.